Textline.com. Gramps, how has life been treating you?
It's been crazy. It's been amazing, DJ Karma. It's a lot's been going on. I end up through this pandemic doing a brand new solo album. It wasn't planned. Of course, it was business as usual. My day job
Right.
is Morgan Heritage, and end up, meeting a friend named Johnny Reed, which is a big songwriter here in Nashville, Tennessee, and met him at a hockey game, and he asked me what I've been up to, and I said, man, I'm just trying to become a better songwriter throughout this pandemic to work on those skills. And that's
Yeah.
why I say to a lot of men today, in the community, that if you exit this pandemic and are the same person, something wrong with you, or you haven't learned something or found a way to better
Hmm.
yourself or learn a new skill, then come on, man. Even if it's to love your wife all over again, or you love your husband, or learn to make him a new dish. But we have to learn to do something new or become better during this time. And a brand new album was made in my life called Positive Vibration.
Hey, definitely exuded positive vibration. It
Mm-hmm.
was such an amazing compilation of reggae fused with what's your favorite genre?
My favorite genre is reggae music. That's my
But
favorite
you
genre.
love country and western.
Oh,
Yes,
I
but
love it.
and country music, DJ Karma, country music has influenced us all.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, every Caribbean home, Trinidad, Virgin Island, Bahamas, Jamaica, Grenada, Barbados, on that Sunday when we make with Sunday dinner, because
Yes.
that's special to, I don't know about a lot of the American or European families, but Sunday dinner
Mhm.
is special in our Caribbean home. That's when the
Absolutely.
husband get spoiled, he sits down and say, honey, make me some potato salad, you know?
That is
And
so
country,
true.
yeah, country music was the soundtrack.
So tell me about Morgan Heritage. You're still such an integral part of that group
Mm-hmm.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
What was it like, growing up? Dad said we're forming a group, boom, group formed. How did that, influence you?
Well,
Solo.
it's my DNA. It's my DNA. Throughout like I said, Morgan Heritage is my day job. That comes first, right? But throughout this pandemic, of course, I started to write music with Johnny Reed, and Morgan Heritage. My brothers and sister and my dad has been my biggest advocate to say, "Hey, you're onto something here. Don't stop."
Mm,
And I'm like, "Huh?" And then when I realized, I'm like, "Yeah, this is pretty special. This is the album that I wanted to do many years ago because growing up listening to Kenny Rogers, Stevie Wonder, Charlie Pride, Dolly Parton, and then you had Toots mixed in there. You had the Paragons, you had the Heptones mixed in there. So it's my DNA, that musical DNA, other than being a part of the Morgan family. But
yeah.
musical DNA was all of those genres, including gospel, and then discovered bands like Guy and Troop and Shy, and you know, then you started to listen to Boys to Men, and then you start studying Luciano, and just all these different artists that influence you. But Morgan
Yeah.
Heritage is the nucleus of who I am, and but
Mhm.
as we elevate, we have to pull from different sources, and this has always been a country story that I've wanted to tell. That whole country music is bigger than even country music fraternity knows.
So, did you guys have, or do you guys have like disagreements as a group? Like,
Just
who's gonna write this? Who's not gonna write this? Who's
oh,
da-da-da.
big, big time. The biggest one is when we have to share the bathroom growing up as children, or when we're on the tour bus. There's so much of us. But seriously, on a serious note, we we never had that. I can only attest to one time when
Mhm.
Peter and Mojo. This was a song that was produced by Stephen McGregor. Called "Where the Youths Them Share," and
Yes.
Peter and
Mm.
Mojo. I went out on our estate in Jamaica, and I went out on the balcony, and Mojo and Peter changed the intro. And then I came back and I'm like, what are you guys ruined it? Want to change the intro for?
Uh,
And I tell you this, Karma, that song ended up being one of my favorite songs. So a lot of times you just have to trust the music, let the music speak, and to all the young artists, them, let the music do the talking. You stop do the talking.
that's some good advice right there. How do you
Uh,
feel about the music now? Do you love it? Do you like it? It's all right. If you could change anything, what would you change?
when you talking about Morgan Heritage music,
Music overall,
General.
in general.
Mm-hmm.
I think the music's in a good place. I mean, I just think the young artists them really need to study the
Mhm.
source of the music. We need to study the
Mm,
source of the music. We need to study where it's rooted, where it's coming from, and where
yeah,
we can take it while still maintaining the essence of its foundation. I believe that if we take that mindset, that the music can be even in a better place. But I think it's growing. It's
right.
appealing to a lot of different countries, especially the dancing. I have to big up all of the dancers them because I don't know where we would be with, because it's a big part of the dancehall culture
What
and
would you,
the
yeah.
fraternity of reggae dancehall.
Agreed. Thank you for that. Best advice you think you've received
From parents or peers?
from parents and peers, but which do you value most?
Yes.
Parents all day. Parents like jobs and things, but family comes first. I have a mafia mentality. It's like an Afrocentric mentality where the village, that village kind of taking care of each other and looking out for your friends. And if anybody knows me, they know I'm a good friend to have. You know, um, but that's one of the greatest things that I've um, learned, that the value of family
Yeah,
from my parents, to learn how to take care of each other, even in times of disagreements. Like you said, you asked about, is there any disagreements in Morgan Heritage?
yeah,
And for years, I would attest that to two of my friends, Beanie Man. That one day I saw him coming out of the airport in Kingston. This was about 1999, and Beanie Man eyes were bloodshot and coming out of the arrival. I'm say, "What go on, Doc?" And the man said, "Just I come from New York." Yeah, man. Some say, "Which way you gonna know?" Departures, may I jump on the next flight. Now, if you know the flight from New York to Kingston, that's about a 3 hour flight, and then
right.
turn right back around and jump on a flight and was going to must say LA or something. I'm gonna say, "How do you do it? You don't want to sleep?" I'm like, "It's sleep, man. It's sleep when you're dead." And that
We just
kind of
said
work
that.
ethic,
Just said that. I love it.
yeah, and that militancy, I'm like, yo, this thing is no joke. If you want to be the best in your genre, or best
Mhm.
at anything that you're doing, whether it's music or whatever, you gotta have that kind of mentality. And I'm saying you
Mhm.
can't do music as a hobby, or you can't
Mhm.
treat the music secondary, or you're gonna see the music become secondary to you. And that's why you see somebody
Yeah.
like a beat is still on top in the genre today, still on
Right.
top, and because of his work ethic. And a lot of these young artists I see today, I would encourage them to put in the work. Don't just hear your song on the streaming hub and feel good and say, "Yeah, I've made it." You
Right.
want
Mhm.
your song
There
on the
is
stream in every country around the world, and then you
right.
can say, "Now I'm ready to work." Not that I make it. No, my boss. So if
Mhm.
that
Right.
mentality is there, I think this genre is going to be unstoppable.
Mhm.
Besides that being a positive message, maybe something that an artist can take away from and grow. What else do you think has made you successful or any other artist successful besides that fact?
Learning from my mistakes, as a man, we must, and I can speak as a man, and my maturity has been my greatest gift to myself. You know, learning the biggest one is the comfort of a woman. the appreciation of a woman, the appreciation for the female gender, of how we must take care of them, listen to them, nurture them, comfort them. And I'm talking about daughters, grandmothers, aunties, girlfriends. That's one of the biggest ones for me, to learn from your experiences. You can't continue to do the same things over and over and over again and make the same mistake. And I share this with some of my brothers, and I'll share it with you two beautiful ladies, is
Thank you.
that when a man make mistake, women and children suffer. So it is imperative that man try not to make mistakes, because women are looking to man and children are looking to man. Such as Christ is the head of the church, such is the man. He should be the head of the household.
Mhm.
And on that note, I'm going to play you one of my very favorite songs from the Morgan Heritage Group. Before I do that, though, wait, Gramps, Sandra in Canada showing you love, Cynthia from Cayman, Michelle in Bahamas, Neeks, the entire UK massive, Michael.
Uh,
Wendy Smith says she loves your music. Streaming Hub listeners absolutely adore you.
Thank you. And I want to take the time to all the Streaming Hub listeners. I'm just amazed by this platform and all of you DJs that are doing an amazing job, because I'm a fan of the station. Big up DJ Boom Love. That's my sister. And
Yes.
just just stay positive. I just want everybody to stay positive, and just hold on. We're gonna get through this. In the meantime, enjoy my brand new album, Positive Vibration. It has some amazing songs on there. A song with
Mhm.
India Ari called Paradise for all the husbands and
Love it.
wives. A song called A Woman Like You. Shaggy's on the album, was a great mentor and advisor creating this album. A song with my father and my son, Jamiri Morgan and Denrai Morgan, which is close to my heart. There's nothing as wise as a father listening to the counsel of his father, a son listening to the counsel of his father. So go out, make sure if you don't have the album, go and get it. It's called Positive Vibration.
I know that's right. I already have mine. So
Yeah.
anybody else who hasn't copped the album yet, you're missing out. That record with Shaggy, I was listening to it last night and just smiled to myself. I mean, oh, this record is amazing. It
Me
sounds
too.
so good.
Video shoot.
You don't have any tracks that you want to skip. That's how I feel about your album. Pretty good.
Amen.
Amazing.
That's what the album should be. It should be a body of work. You can
Mhm.
stick it in the car on a drive with some friends, and you're about to do a 3 hour drive or an hour drive, and just drive. Yeah.
Wow. So I know you're in your car now. I know you're about to drive off. Gramps, we only have like what 3 minutes left. Anything you want to leave for your ladies before I let you go?
Oh, you could play that song for them, for me, A Woman Like You. Just appreciation of the woman. Like I said, for me, I miss my mom. She was a big part of my life, passed away from cancer. And in every album, especially my solo albums, I try to always remember her. And A
Right.
Woman Like You, when you listen to the first couple lines, have I told you, have I shown you what I'm feeling when I hold you? It feels like heaven. Heaven surrounds me every time you wrap your arms around me. When you hear the
Mm,
lines like, you think of a father holding his daughter. You think of
right.
a, 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 a son being brought up by his grandmother. So this song is very special to me. And play that song for them. And thank you to everybody. Follow me on our social media platforms. And I do write back. I love to DM. So hit me up, y'all. Follow me at Gramps Morgan.
At Gramps Morgan, and he wants me to leave you guys with this amazing, amazing record. A Woman Like You. Gramps, thank you so much for always passing through Streaming Hub Radio. Wishing you all the best with anything you have upcoming. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, DJ Kharma.
When I hold you, it feels like heaven. Heaven surrounds me. Every
Gramps Morgan passing through the hub. And that's our time. He takes us out of this segment and Flippin' Friday. out until next week. You can catch me tomorrow 1 to 4.
Absolutely. And I will see you guys next week.
When I hold you, it feels like heaven.
Download Streaming Hub Radio app from your Apple Store, Google Play Store, and party with the baddest DJ